Are you ready, girls?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to mute my mic. Okay.
All right.
One, two, go.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Today my partner Nurul Izzah Suhaimi and me myself Nur Christina Hashim will be explain about the title of cardiovascular health and risk factor. This purpose The purpose of this presentation is to identify the cardiovascular risk factors and to analyze the prevalence of cardiovascular disease by sex and age group. Okay, we move on to the introduction. Before that, we are carefully prepare this presentation based on credible research from respected sources such as BMC Public Health year 2022 and the International Journal of Cardiology in Health in Vasculature in 2022. By drawing on such trusted references, we aim to provide you with accurate and reliable information to help better understand this crucial topic. Okay, for the introduction, for more than 30 years, cardiovascular disease have been the main cause of death worldwide. These diseases are responsible for about one third of all death, showing their serious impact on global health. Every year, millions of people are affected, making cardiovascular disease one of the biggest challenges in modern healthcare. Okay, to support my statement, according to National Institute of Health, cardiovascular disease cost 20.5 million uh, death worldwide in 2021. To think about that, over 20 million lives lost in just 1 year. What's even more troubling is that many of these deaths could have been avoided by proper care and prevention. This statistic reminds us how important it is to take action against this disease. Okay, next, background of the topic. Definition from National Institute of Health Research and Development said that the prevalence of cardiovascular disease, CVDs, according to geographic and demographic characteristics, including between men and women, presumably due to difference in exposure to risk factor. Furthermore, there are significant gender differences in the present risk factor and the occurrence of CVDs. Although men have a higher risk of coronary heart disease, CHD, women have an equal or even higher risk for stroke. Next, definition for coronary artery disease, CAD, and erectile dysfunction, ED, are prevalent diseases that often coexist. Globally, about half of male ages from 45 to 75 years have erectile dysfunction. ED is shown to be an early indicator of CAD due to shared risk factors like ages, diabetes, hypertension, and smoking. By identifying ED in patients, healthcare providers can better detect and manage latent CAD, potentially improving cardiovascular risk stratification and prevention strategies. Next, our central idea is to identify and understand the primary contributors to cardiovascular disease to reduce its impact on individuals and society. CVD is influenced by many factors like unhealthy lifestyle such as poor diet, smoking, physical inactivity, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and genetic predisposition. Next. Alright. Okay. As you can see, this bar chart taken from the Indonesian National Basic Health Research in 2022 shows the prevalence of cardiovascular disease risk factors by sex and group. Okay. First, we can see that women generally have higher risk factors than men across most age groups. Specifically in the age group over 65%, women exhibit the highest prevalence of risk factors at 74%, making them the most vulnerable.
On the other hand, the lowest prevalence of risk factors is observed in men under 25 years old, with a percentage of just 8%. This indicates that younger men have the least risk of cardiovascular disease.
Next, this is the bar chart was taken from Indonesian National Basic Health Research in year 2022. It stands for the prevalence of the risk factor cardiovascular health by sex and age group. Out of the total patient in the chart, 180 were reported to have hyperlipidemia, making it is the most prevalent risk factor. This group accounted for 28% of all cases, indicating that elevated cholesterol and lipid levels significant contributor to cardiovascular risk in the population study. The high percentage highlight that the importance of addressing hyperlipidemia through interventions like lifestyle changing, dietary management, and medication to reduce its prevalence and associated health complications. Next, smoking was identified as the least prevalent risk factor among the patients, with 61 individuals affected. This represents about only 10% of the total population in the chart. Although it is account for the smallest proportion, smoking remains a critical contributor to the cardiovascular disease due to its direct impact on blood vessels and heart health. Nonetheless, targeted anti-smoking campaigns and support programs are essential to further reduce its prevalence and associated heart risk. In conclusion, we, we can conclude that firstly, one should take prevention by changing their lifestyle, including the adoption of a balanced diet and regular physical activity to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Secondly, an individual can improve access to healthcare services, including early screening and timely medical treatment. Yearly intervention by medication, monitoring, and health support leads to better outcome. That's all for us. Thank you, Mira.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Stop recording.